What is going on, fellow new fans? Welcome to our Xbox Game Showcase reactions. We're running a little bit late. We were supposed to start about 15 minutes ago, but unfortunately we had a bit of technical difficulties. Wi-Fi dropped down. Not much I could do, unfortunately, about that. But thank you so much for watching. We're going to watch the Xbox Game Showcase. This is a bit of our pre-show. We're going to talk about the things that we want to see at the show, what we hope to see, what probably won't ever happen, but we'll talk about it anyway. And yeah, first of all, we're just gonna have a good time and react to some games. Don't forget, we are accepting donations as well. If you feel free to donate via Facebook for Shape Hero Cure, the link is in the description as well. That's our target there. You can probably see the goal there. But yeah, without further ado, we're gonna jump on in. I'm just gonna check the page, just make sure the live stream doesn't start early. But yeah. So, well, first of all, we know that Halo Infinite is definitely going to be at the show. It seems like Microsoft's been pushing Halo Infinite quite a lot in the last few days. So, I'll just, better put it. Whoop. That's not what I want to do. But that's not what I want to do either. I guess that'll do. So yeah, we know Halo Infinite's definitely going to be at the show. That's pretty much a given. We're hoping to see new footage. They're going to show campaign footage of Halo Infinite. So we also noticed there's a few characters from Halo Wars appearing in it as well. So we definitely know that's a thing. That's pretty much a given. Another game that we could probably see with a little bit more detail is a game called Everwild, which is from Retro Studios. They showed off the trailer not that long ago. Let's see if we can pull up the thing. Pull up an image. So, yeah, there we go. Rare, sorry, not Retro Studios. Retro Studios does Nintendo, sorry. I've been half asleep because it's so early here in the morning. And they had a few hours sleep before I started the stream, so bear with me a bit. But yeah, Everwild is a new game from Rare. Basically, it's in the vein of like Zelda Breath of the Wild, I guess. Let's see, actually, I'll probably just pull up. We're better off just pulling up a trailer, to be honest, to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Whoop. Oh, bloody hell. Sorry, guys. So this is Everwild. So as you can see here, it's probably pretty easy to show you, but it's a mixture of like animals across an open world. Featuring characters that help you explore a bit. It's in the vein of like Zelda Breath of the Wild. So yeah, wouldn't be surprised if we find out more details about Everwild. Another given is probably another title we'll probably get is another Horizon game. Horizon games traditionally appear at the launch of Xboxes. We haven't had a Forza Horizon game in quite some time. They don't really have they don't have any footage, obviously, for Forza Horizon, so you get the point. Forza Horizon is usually a launch title, so we'll probably see a Forza Horizon at some point. Sorry, bear with me. I'm just getting over a bit of a cold as well, so that's why you haven't had free to play this week. So yeah, just bear with me on that. In case you didn't know, Free to Play is a gaming news show that's out every week. Still trying to get over this cold thing I've got. So yeah, but anyway, that's Everwild. So sorry, I've lost my mouse. So let me pull up a little thing. So there is games from The Initiative as well, which is a big company that Xbox has put together. Sorry, you're probably going to hear me typing. Let's see. So the initiative have been working on games for Xbox for a while. We're still yet to see what they're actually going to do. So who knows, they might pull some surprises. Who knows, we might finally get a sequel to Blinx the Time Sweeper. Remember when that was a thing? Blinx the Time Sweeper? That was launched to the original Xbox. But yeah, no, anyway, so obviously we'll probably get more info about Xbox Game Pass as well, and how that's going to play into the future of the Xbox Series X. We'll definitely get more details about that, how that's going to work with the Xbox Series X. New models of the Xbox Series X probably won't get announced. We probably won't get a release date for the console. Don't expect anything to do with the Xbox Series X. I'd be very surprised if they actually do announce a release date. Or even pricing for that matter. I mean, they could finish the show with that as kind of like a and one more thing kind of moment. But I doubt we'll find any information about the release date and that. Although, I mean, it is possible. I mean, Sony are talking about doing it's rumored that Sony are doing a live stream next month where they would do like a pre-order they'll give us pre-order information, pricing, and a release date. So, I mean, Xbox might do the same thing. I mean, it's highly unlikely, but they could. Xbox, yeah, we'll probably talk about the latest acquisitions as well. With Xbox Game Studios, they've acquired so many studios. They've got 343 Industries, they've got guys that made Age of Empires, they've got Obsidian, Ninja Theory, they own Minecraft now, Rare, Playground Games. They've got a lot of game developers under their belt, so who knows. Apparently Obsidian is working on a new RPG, so it'll be interesting to know what they're actually working on. We might see some new details for that. If you don't know who Obsidian is, they recently purchased The Outer Worlds. Well, they're the game developers that did The Outer Worlds. If you remember, it was like the open world game that was very similar to like Fallout, but set in the future. Well, like super far future, of course, because Fallout is set in the future. They also worked in games like Knights of the Old Republic 2 and The Stick of Truth. So it'll be interesting to see what they got. Now, the biggest rumor is Fable might be coming back. So if you remember Fable originally launched the original Xbox. So we could end up with a brand new Fable game. It's what a lot of people are hoping for, I suppose. And after the sadness of Fable Legends being cancelled a few years ago, I'm just gonna whack that up as a gameplay. Whack that up as game, bit of footage so you guys got something to look at rather than a white page. So yeah, Fable Legends was a game that came out, or was a game that was supposed to come out about 2 or 3 years ago for Playground Games, but it got cancelled at the last minute. Nobody really knows why. It just kind of like fizzled out, I guess. So we'll definitely see probably EA's like sporting games, like we usually see Madden or NBA. Or like 2K, NBA 2K, probably the new golf game maybe. Who knows, they usually feature sporting events of the Xbox ones. We usually see them a lot because Xbox likes to focus on sporting events, so kind of makes sense. There is new DLC coming to Cuphead. If you remember Cuphead was a game that took the world by storm. It was a little indie game that officially released on Xbox. It was like 2 or 3 years ago now, but it was a very, very popular game. It came to PC later on, and it was available on Nintendo Switch as well. It's got a new DLC coming out called The Delicious Last Course. We don't know what the release date is or what the gameplay looks like, so who knows, we might see some more footage of that as well. That'd be pretty good. There could be Xbox Live Game Pass. I was saying before, Game Pass and Xbox Live, I can imagine they're going to merge a lot more closer in the future. We'll probably see changes to the Xbox Live. It's no secret that Xbox Live is no longer available to be purchased in 12-month stints. It's only available monthly, which suggests that maybe Xbox Live could only become a month-to-month service, subscription-wise, or basically they'll do away with Xbox Live in total and just give everyone Game Pass instead, which kind of makes sense to me. Makes a lot of sense, actually. Considering I've got Game Pass, a lot of people have got Game Pass, because Game Pass Ultimate is pretty good. It's available on PC and Xbox, so it makes sense if they do a proper merger of both of those. So I can see that happening. Yeah. Now, the real hopeful is Banjo-Kazooie is finally back. Banjo-Kazooie's kind of been talked about for quite some time. And their newest appearance was in... let's put that there. The newest appearance of Banjo-Kazooie was actually in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, so it's Banjo-Kazooie is actually fresh in everyone's mind. So that means Banjo-Kazooie could actually reappear like a... I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Banjo-Kazooie does reappear as like a remaster or a remake. I mean, we've had the rise of other mascots being on show recently with things like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, and even Bubsy got a remake. Remember Bubsy? Yeah, yeah, they got a remake as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if previous game mascots is going to have a bit of a rise. Actually, I would just notice the time. The game show is kicking off, so we better switch on over to the Xbox game show. So, we better switch on over. So, without further ado, it's not quite starting off yet. So, let's go here so we don't miss a single moment. This game show is starting in just a moment. So yeah, but yeah, let me know what you guys think is going to happen on the show. We're literally seconds away from the live show. Drop us a comment in the comment section down below and let us know what you think. We're going to kick on over to the show now, so you guys can enjoy Jeff Keighley's face. We're going to kick on over to the Xbox Live game show. We're going to talk a little bit through it here and there as we react live. And here we go. Psychonauts, huh? Opening with Halo. Okay, righto. Looks like Halo. Yeah, it looks like Halo. It looks like he's making the armor.
The Mjolnir exosuit is now complete.
This is interesting. We've never seen them actually put the armor together.
Even though this technology will save humanity in the war to come, I must remind myself. Liquid crystal cannot rise on its own. Titanium alloy cannot prevail in the face of extinction. Armor cannot hope.
Oh, they're going back to the origin of Katana?
It all means nothing
Ooh.
until you step inside.
Become Master Chief. Oh, that's the opening intro? What?
Am I dead already? I must be. I mean, this is a punishment, right?
After we lost?
Yep, this is death.
Gameplay footage for Halo Infinite.
No! No, 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 no! This isn't happening. I'm going to have to make an emergency landing. Hold on, Chief. No! No! You can't stand this! No, you...
Breathe.
No! You don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to tell me anything. We're... Are you even listening?
I count 3 anti-aircraft cannons.
3 what?
You'll be safe here.
Oh, I'll be safe. Safe? I haven't been safe since I found you. I found you, remember? You were out there on your own, and you'd still be out there if it wasn't for me. I thought I was going home.
There won't be a home if we don't stop the Banished.
You keep saying that. We're outgunned, outnumbered. I know I saw Clone Wars over there.
Oh, why is it playing up?
I'm going to dig through them and find one with the working sleep space drive. And when you're done with this war, we'll get away from here. Far away.
Wait here.
Sorry guys, it means it must be laggy, or it's the stream.
Nice find.
First, when I get back,
I think-
we can look. Together.
Unless they're skipping the dialogue on purpose.
Okay, big guy.
Wow. This is actually gameplay footage? That's pretty cool. So there's a bit of a delay with the audio, I don't know why. Wow. Thank you, Arkham Gaming. Thank you very much, Arkraid. Thank you very much. Appreciate the support. Thank you very much. So we're watching live gameplay footage of Halo Infinite. So far it's been a little bit jumpy, but yeah. Thank you, S. Marie. Thank you for becoming Neo A, and thank you very much for joining the community. It's your gaming portal. Ooh, blowing it up. Picking up plasma pistol. Ooh, bit of melee. Is that a new gun? It looks like a new gun. We're guessing a new gun. Oh, the brutes are back. Oh, were the brutes? Is it called brutes? I can't remember. It's been that long since I played Halo. Covenant fusion coils. They're pretty cool. Okay. So looks like the shielding and stuff from Halo 3 is back. Whoa, that was a grapple. We've got a grapple. Ooh. Okay, so the Magnum has been changed to the Sidekick, the P30 Sidekick. Wow, looks like it goes for miles. Sing it with me, everyone. Oh, something like that. Ravager. Wow, that's a new gun. Wow. Pulse carbine. The Ravager's Rex. Oh, the carbine's multiple shots now. Oh. Was that a new kind of grunt enemy? That looked like a new grunt enemy. You can grapple now? Oh no, what's going on? The live stream's lagging a bit. Oh, you can grapple crates and shoot them at people. That's so cool. Wow. Shotgun's been changed to the Bulldog. It's like an automatic shotgun. Yeah, it's like a automatic shotgun now. That's so cool. Okay, we're gonna go up the elevator and activate something. Okay.
The UNSC lost this war months ago. Your people are broken, scattered, hunted, defeated by me. I wish I could tell you it was difficult, but it wasn't. We are one step ahead, always. The ring is already under our control. Soon, the auditorium as well. The Harbinger and the Banished share the same goal.
Oh, this is the dude from Halo Wars 2.
Honor the will of Atriox. Without challenge, I grew weary, lost, alone. But here you now stand. This is my last fight. A true test of legends. Our story will outlive us both. Set a fire in your heart, Spartan. Bare your fangs. Fight hard. Die well.
Halo Infinite. Oh, it's coming to Xbox One now. Okay. Smart delivery, Xbox Series X. Holiday 2020 still don't have a release date. That's fine, but it's interesting that it's coming to Xbox One as well.
We hope you enjoyed your first look at Halo Infinite's campaign. I'm incredibly proud of the team at 343, and we're thrilled to share a hint of the epic battles that await you on the next chapter of Master Chief's journey. This is the most ambitious campaign we've ever created at 343. For the first time, players will have the freedom to explore a mysterious new Halo ring that's several times larger than our last two Halo games combined. Halo Infinite has been built from the ground up to take full advantage of Xbox Series X. Bigger battles, epic vistas, more complex visual effects, displayed with 10 times the processing power per pixel of Halo 5. This will be running at a flawless 60 frames per second and will allow us to bring the Halo ring to life in ways that have never been possible before. We look forward to sharing even more about Halo Infinite in the coming month, including the first look at multiplayer. And now, please enjoy a glimpse of what others in the Xbox Game Studios family have been working on.
Wow, so that's so cool.
World premiere.
So it's going to 60 frames per second. And Halo's gone open world. Well, it looks. Or was this Hellblade? No, not Hellblade. Too early to predict. Tomb Raider? Jesus, what's that about? Okay. I don't know why, but the Legends are pretty jumpy. State of Decay 3, cool.
Welcome everyone to the Xbox Game Showcase. Today,
Phil Spencer.
we're showing games from 9 of our 15 Xbox Game Studios, including unveils of 5 new first-party games. What you will see today is how Xbox Game Studios are harnessing their passions to bring their dreams to life. We believe that how you find and play your games is as important as the device you play them on. Xbox Game Pass is the best way to discover and play, and we want you to be able to experience as many great games as possible. So Game Pass members, you can play every game you see today from your subscription or free to play. These games will look and play best on Xbox Series X, delivering unmatched fidelity, performance, precision, and immersion. And we've designed the most consistently powerful next generation console. And we've built state-of-the-art platform technology to allow every developer to realize their full vision.
Wow.
One studio that has always pushed the limits of our hardware is Turn 10. And they're early in development on the next Forza Motorsport. And Xbox Series
there it
X is bringing them
Brand new
closer to their
Forza.
dream of unprecedented realism with ray
Wait, that's an
tracing
engine?
and native 4K resolution, all at 60 frames per second. The trailer you're about to see was captured completely in engine.
An engine? Jesus.
World
Premiere. They seem to like to do that. Let's look at the new Forza. Let's see. Wow, it's graphically wise, it's already impressive. The level of detail on each curve of the car is insane. This is all an engine. Just got Forza Motorsport and that's it. Okay. Ooh, new game from Rare. Let's see what they got. It might be Everwild, actually.
Our world has a rhythm. We all sense it,
Yep, it's Everwild.
But only a few truly feel it. It is found in the smallest moments. In every step of a perilous journey. In the symmetry of ritual.
Got a little cell shading going on.
In the bonds we share. And in moments of stillness. It teaches us to look beyond the expected. To be a light in dark places. To seek answers.
So you get to help out the animals.
And to stand watch over our world. Our world as a rhythm. We all sense it. But only a few truly feel it.
Looks cool. I'm digging it. It's coming to Game Pass as well. Okay. I'm pretty keen to give it a go.
Everwild will give to you a magical and untamed natural world for you to explore and to just truly lose yourself in. It's a place to be eternal.
I'm over it. I'm into it, I mean to
Eternal
say.
has the gift to sense and feel how magic flows through nature, makes ever living. The team here at Rare are so excited to be working on something like Everwild, and I hope you're excited too. But I just want to take this opportunity to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone who's shown their support and love, and for the incredible, awesome, positive community that's already growing around this game. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Everyone's cool. I can get around that. I wouldn't be tempted to look at it.
Whoa.
Ooh, Life is
I
Strange
just
too.
got hit with a flood of memories.
Love you, Mom.
You seeing what I'm seeing?
Mom?
Allison?
Yeah. It doesn't matter
Life is Strange
that
3.
they don't believe us.
We all believed that what happened that night was self-defense. But we couldn't be sure.
It doesn't matter that they kept us apart.
Brother, sister, we look out for each other.
It doesn't matter that finding the truth feels impossible.
We're all done with fairy tales.
The only thing that matters is you're my brother. And the only way to move forward is to keep looking back.
We've been getting these visions whenever we see or hear something really emotional. Everything we thought we knew about Marianne just got thrown out the window. She loved you.
She attacked you. We both saw it.
I thought coming here would be closing a chapter of our lives.
Nothing good comes from stirring up old memories.
We don't really have a choice about that.
There's always a choice, son.
I can't do this. Stop!
Tell me why it's called. Okay. It's on Xbox One, Windows PC, and Xbox Series X, Chapter 1 available August 27th. Okay. Not what I expected at all. I thought it was Life is Strange. Moon Studios.
Hey everyone, my name is Gennady. I'm the co-founder and director
Yeah,
of technology
hyper right,
at Moon
Anthony.
Studios.
Hyper right.
Today we're very excited to tell you that we're working on a very special version of Ori and the Will of the Wisps, specifically for Xbox Series X. We are now at a time where we can reach levels of fidelity and frame rates previously absolutely impossible on any console. An already gorgeous game like Ori can now run at
120 frames.
refresh
Holy
rate
shit.
in full 4K HDR in its highest quality, delivering unprecedented game feel with silky smooth animation, super crisp, sharp image, and low input latency, which is just so important for the tight and precise platforming feel of this game. We can also boost the immersion in different
Means if I
spaces
play it on my
in our
other TV, my
world
other TV
by
might be
using
able to handle
premium
that.
audio tech that we previously just could not simulate in real time. And with all of this crazy hardware power, we can give our players more options with how they want to play our game. We can't wait for all of you to experience this very special version of Ori coming to Xbox Series X with smart delivery later this year.
It's coming to Game Pass as well. Well, it makes sense. I mean, it was already on Game Pass, so the Xbox Series X version makes sense. Private Division. I'm not familiar with their work. Did they do their We Happy
From the
Few?
furthest reaches of the universe comes the biggest mystery in the galaxy.
An abandoned research facility, and now shady corporate intrigue.
Marvel of the Gorgon asteroid. A sordid stopover, full of salacious secrets.
DLC for the Outer Worlds?
Scandalous strangers.
Greetings, attractive patron. You are looking right on today.
With the right pace,
They wanted us to develop a miracle drug.
can put you on the wrong side of a gun. Or sword. Or this thing. Thrills. Danger. Intrigue.
A word of advice before you go, Captain? Trust no one.
It's gotta be New DLC for the Outer Worlds.
What will you find on Gorgon?
Yep, Baron Gordon.
This unit cannot be drink spirit state.
Oh, the Legend's really laggy tonight. I don't know what's going on there. It's not our end too, it's their end.
If you're waiting for the biggest game of the year, then wait for Cyberpunk. But if you're ready for the smallest, we've got you covered. From Obsidian Entertainment, the makers of games that are nothing like this one.
This is cool. I could get around this.
This summer, strive together.
It's like Honey, I
to
Shrunk the
thrive
Kids.
together.
Almost.
Or just feed your friend to the spiders and go solo.
God damn it. I already know Mitch would do that if we play this game together. What is going on? Battlefields? Grounded. It's going to PC. July 28th. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we can get around that. We could live stream that.
At Obsidian, we're dedicated to pushing narrative and role-playing games. It's something we do every day when we come to the office, and we can't wait for you to play our next great adventure, Peril on Gorgon. It's the first of 2 planned story expansion packs for the Outer Worlds that we're putting together with our friends from the Private Division. Now, it's also important that we continue to
September
evolve
9th,
how we
okay.
tell stories
New
in
release
games,
date.
and Grounded is the perfect example of that. The team has been working for the last 2 years on how to tell an Obsidian story within a survival game. Now, what's great is that you're going to be able to play the game on July 28th on Xbox Game Preview and on Steam Early Access. We want to hear from you, and we want to continue to build Grounded together. Oh yeah, if you've been wondering, we have working on that next RPG. Check this out.
Ooh, a new RPG from Obsidian.
We have always known war.
I'm guessing that's why Obsidian sourced it out to Florida Games, or whatever they're called.
It forged our empire. Turned heroes into queens and kings. And decimated our foes. Now our oaths are lost. Forsaken. And you must face the monsters our sins have borne. Is an oath worth the weight of a crown?
Vowed? Is that what it's called? Vowed. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's kind of PC. Game Pass on Series X and PC. I can get around that too. Looks like this has got a solid lineup so far from Xbox.
Avowed is an expansive first-person RPG set in the fantasy world of Eora. When Obsidian Entertainment joined Xbox Game Studios, they told us that this epic game is the one they want to make. As creators of critically acclaimed RPGs, this is Obsidian at their best, and it is being built from the ground up to take full advantage of the power of Xbox Series X. At Xbox Game Studios, we also work with independent developers, always with the goal of empowering them to bring their ideas to life. I'm excited to announce our work with Interior Night, a new studio led by some of the most talented storytellers in our industry. Let's meet Caroline Marshall, studio head of Interior Night, to debut their original game.
Okay, new IP. Let's see what they got.
Bonjour, I'm Caroline from Interior Night. Our team is really passionate about storytelling because when you play a story, you step into the character's shoes. You get to experience their fears, their hopes, their conflicts firsthand. And in the process, you learn more about yourself. And this is quite powerful. Our first game spans 30 years in the American Southwest. It's a story about family, resilience, and sacrifice. But most of all, it's about how you will shape the fate of real, flawed people trying to find their way in a world they don't fit in.
Okay.
I hope you enjoyed the trailer.
World premiere. I love doing that. World premiere.
Fortune, smiling fate. I haven't seen you much of late. I need you now, I cannot wait. But when I look, you're not around.
We were on our way to start a new life that summer.
Oh, jeez.
For our family, it was just a stopover.
Visual interactive drama. Okay.
For mine, it was the end of the road.
On the ground, now!
The sun went down on all of us that day. Was it fate? Coincidence? No. It was a long-forgotten secret, buried in the dark.
All my life, I've been scared of the shadows. But now, I'm finally ready to step into the light. I got your letters.
Successfuls, Xbox Series X, Windows, PC, and coming to Game Pass once again. Ooh, Ninja Theory.
Here at Ninja Theory, we're hard at work on all of our projects, including Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, which we announced at the Game Awards back in December. An incredible 3.5 million players have now experienced Senua's story in Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. We're excited to start giving you an insight into what comes next for our Celtic Warrior, an experience that we'll be building in Unreal Engine 5 for Xbox Series X and PC. I'm happy to reveal today that Senua's Saga will be set in the beautiful country of Iceland.
Ooh, Iceland, cool.
And you can find out more about our location scouting and how we've discovered the history of our setting in a brand new behind-the-scenes development diary, which you can view straight after the show on the Ninja Theory YouTube channel.
That's cool. Senua's Saga does look pretty interesting.
It's been so touching to see the impact that Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice has had on so many players, and we're incredibly thankful to all of the fans that have been part of Senua's story so far. And we're excited for you to be part of our development journey from here on out.
World premiere. Nope. Psychonauts. During 2019, Los Angeles.
Do you want to say hi to Peter? He's on the line.
What?
Peter, he's been sitting there the whole
Jack Black?
time. Hey, who wrote the song? Peter. Oh, Peter. Fantastic work. Love the song.
Wait, Jack Black's into Psychonauts?
It's gonna be fun to sing it. Now it's time to rock. Shall we start rocking?
Jack Black's in the Psychonauts too. That's cool.
Probably been a long time since you've had a visitor.
Jack Black is a national
I hope
treasure.
you don't mind pop-ins. Where are we?
Shh. It's a quiet place.
Lost alone, neither skin nor bone. Just a thought is all I've got. Now my cover's low. At the bottom of a lake, a frozen feeling. When my friends pulled me back up, I started
this is cool.
and I can taste the sky, and I can see each molecule through my cosmic eye. Senses are the magic keys. They close eyes.
It's delayed again. Coming to Game Pass as well, I think. I didn't quite catch it though.
We can't wait for you to experience the amazing games built by Xbox Game Studios, and there is just so much more for you to play on Xbox. We are partnering with thousands of creators, from the largest publishers to the smallest independent developers, to bring you the broadest variety of games ever. There is one developer in particular that is close to us, not just geographically, but in history too. I'm thrilled to announce that this fall,
Bungie?
our friends at Bungie will bring Destiny 2 to Xbox Series X and Xbox Game Pass. If you are one of the more than 10 million Game Pass subscribers, you also get access to all current Destiny 2 expansions starting this September. For Game Pass Ultimate members, Destiny 2 will also be playable on mobile from the cloud. Later this year, Bungie will also release a new version of Destiny 2 that is optimized for Xbox Series X. 4K resolution running at 60 frames per second. Here's an all-new look
That
at
just
Bungie's
pisses a
Destiny
lot
2
of people
Beyond
off.
Light.
For people like me that purchased Destiny 2 for it to come to Game Pass. What the fuck?
I've seen terrible things born out in the darkness. Every moment brings them closer. It's time to step beyond the light.
Nice spells. Taking weapons? Well, at least that's coming to the Game Pass, the new DLC, so that kind of makes... that's alright then.
This is Destiny 2 that you can play any way you want thanks to Xbox Game Pass. Some of the world's most inspired developers are working on games for Xbox Series X, and we're just honored to be able to collaborate with them.
What about the people that bought
Series
it though?
X will empower both new and experienced creators.
Because if you have
to bring
Game
the
Pass, you
future
don't
of
really
games
need the
to life
DLC.
like never before. Unique perspectives, unexpected innovations, and fresh voices that demand to be heard and that we can't wait for you to discover. All of the games you're about to see are being built to launch exclusively on Xbox consoles. Thanks and enjoy.
World premiere.
Premiere.
That's alright then, we're gonna get to play a console launch exclusive. So only be on console? A Metro title? No idea what I'm watching right now. Yeah, what is that? Stalker 2. Ooh. My friend Zach is going to be so stoked that's actually happening.
Premiere.
He's been looking forward to Stalker 2 for so long. I thought it was going to Stalker. It looked like Stalker, and then I was like, I haven't seen Stalker. Okay, in such a long time, I forgot that it was even a game. The thing gets me is most of these games are coming to PC anyway, So, for me, it doesn't really matter if I get the Series X or not.
My Lord Inquisitor, I've reached Terma Prime and begun our investigations. Our recon squad has been sent into sub-level 6 of the Hive to determine the full extent of the unrest.
A Warhammer game?
I'll know more when they make it back.
A Warhammer FPS? Oh god. Warhammer 40k Dark Tide.
If they make it back.
That looks cool. I'm not usually into Warhammer games, but that looks pretty dope. 2021. World premiere. I said it exactly the same time. Roman Hence.
When you were born, something changed. My heart could not contain the miracle of this world and all that it creates. With every passing day, the winds might grow stronger and carry us away, but we will hold on to it like the way to keep the reminder that
Adaptive controllers.
I'm yours forever. There is no end in sight for us, nothing could measure the kind of strength inside our hearts. It's all connected.
Tetris?
We're all together in this love, don't you forget it. We're all connected in this love.
You film with Tetris? Tetris Effect connected online single player plus only multiplayer? Oh, so that in multiplayer to Tetris Effect. That's cool.
World
premiere. That's pretty cool. Console launch exclusive. It creates a Steam world.
Approaching orbit. Scan's a no-go. Sure you want to drop here?
Hell yeah. Already lacing up my boots back here.
What we got? Another good-for-nothing space rock?
Whoa. Hold on, let me check.
Find anything good?
Rex, you're not gonna believe this. Ouch! What the?
The gunk. Okay. Console launch exclusive. From Bloober Team. I tried to cut myself out, but the voices, they just wouldn't stop calling out to me.
It all starts with a dead girl. A forest. The moon. Scent of pines. And then the gunshot. Every story has two sides. A regular, rational one, but also a darker and deeper truth. Not unlike a nightmare. I can see both. Worse, I can live them.
Oh, this is that mental, psychological horror game. Can't remember what it's called.
Hello? Anyone there?
Dual reality gameplay, two worlds rendered simultaneously. What
is this place?
Ooh, that's creepy. The medium, yeah, that's right. Series Pass, Game Pass. Whoa,
World
premiere. Yeah, that's a whole lot of note from me in that game. Too scary, can't do it. Sega. Sorry, it's supposed to be Sega. Phantasy Star Online? Hi Kevin Singh. Hi Kevin. What do you think of the Xbox Game Show showcase so far, Kevin? You subscribe to XB Craft on YouTube. Well, I guess we can. We don't really do sub for subs. We'll check out your channel, but I can't guarantee a sub, okay? Phantasy Star Online 2, New Genesis, coming 2021 on Xbox Series X, PC 2, Windows PC, cool. Console launch exclusive.
Luis Torres, I've seen your future. Global Risk is scared of the weapon you will become.
New game from Remedy. Crossfire X campaign. This looks cool.
Destiny chose me to save this world. And I will see it done.
The Blacklist, we make our own path. We protect our own.
Can you protect me from fate?
Crossplay multiplayer is free to play, single player not in Xbox Game Pass sold separately.
Soon, the entire world will burn, all because of him.
Oh, that's cool. It's got a real Call of Duty kind of feel to it.
The ghost is here!
Coming 2020 on Xbox One, Xbox Series X.
Today, you saw 10 world premieres and 22 console launch exclusives. Game Pass members can play every game you have seen today from Xbox Game Studios and all of our partners in the subscription or free to play. This is just a peek at some of the new titles coming to Xbox Series X. And some of the games you already love and some you have yet to play will also be optimized for Xbox Series X. Games like Forza Horizon 4, Gears 5, and Sea of Thieves. You'll get the next-gen upgrades at no additional
through smart
cost when they
delivery.
launch. You can expect a lineup of over 100 titles for Xbox Series X this holiday season. With Series X and Game Pass, Xbox is the place to play, and you are at the center of everything we do. Now, you may have noticed we didn't get to visit all of our Xbox Game Studios today. That means we'll have more to share later this year. But until then, here's one more thing.
Here's the
World premiere.
Banjo-Kazooie. Fable. I knew it'd be Fable.
The world is filled with stories of legendary heroes,
Wait, this is Fable Legends trailer.
treacherous villains, of fantastical creatures and wondrous places.
So they reworked
where
Fable
nature
Legends?
and magic live in perfect harmony.
This is a Fable Legends trailer we're watching for the stream.
Not all stories have happy endings. But yours has yet to be written.
So they just called it Fable and dropped the Legends off. Okay. It's a pretty solid lineup, to be honest. But every toe is shown today. Wow, that's all coming to Game Pass. These Vapor secrets from Xbox Game Shooters. That's the lineup of general next secrets. That's a real subtle lineup. Well, there we go. That was the show, guys. That was yeah, that was the show from Xbox on that one. So yeah, we're going to scroll back through the footage and talk about what we saw today. That's Ninja. So it must be back here. Yep. Okay, so let's start off with Halo Infinite. So the show started off with Halo Infinite. Does look pretty impressive. We kind of called it from the beginning. Halo Infinite does look like an impressive thing. Sorry, I'm going to whack some music on. So yeah, Halo Infinite does look pretty impressive. Yeah, 60 frames per second seems to be the angle that Xbox is going for this generation. Which is great. A lot of gamers are pretty keen on those 60 frames per second. The only thing that concerns me is a lot of TVs, like if you're playing on console, a lot of TVs don't actually support 60 frames per second because of the refresh rates being too low. So, yeah, I don't know how well that's going to work. I'm just going to do a little bit of research. You'd have to get a special screen, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah, most TVs don't support 60 frames per second. Oh. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Just doing a bit of research. It says 60Hz televisions can play games at 60 frames per second with little to no input lag at all. The FPS is not hard on a 60Hz television. If this happens, it's probably because you have too many filters modes turned on your TV. This TV with the standard is 30 frames for TVs. Okay. HDMI inputs are capped at 60 Hz, meaning the maximum TV will display from HDMI will be 60 frames per second from HDMI inputs. So, yeah. Okay, so can't do 60 frames per second, but just can't go and do more than 60 frames per second. That Perfect Expanse by Ori on the Blind Forest can do 120 frames per second, but it's only going to be good to you on PC. So, yeah. Not feeling this song. So change the song. There you go, that's a bit better. Yeah, so it can do 60 frames per second, so there you go. Okay, so TVs with HDMI 2.0 or DisplayPort 1.2 can do 4K at 60 Hz, since the TV 720 supports 60 Hz on HDMI 1.2. Okay, cool. Okay, so I was wrong. Alright, yes, so you've got Halo Infinite, open up the show with that one there. And then we got, it's interesting, they have new guns. Grapples, and the game has got a little bit open world as well, which is where is it? Sorry. A bit of a sneeze there. Yeah, it's interesting the game has gone open world as well. If you look at the map functions, whoops. Where is it? There was a map they showed off before, and it literally looks like it's completely open world. But yeah, it's interesting that they went this route. Next is State of Decay 3, which is kind of cool. State of Decay has never been a game I really followed, but it does look pretty interesting. So, for fans of State of Decay, it'd be pretty good to play with your friends, I guess. Not really my cup of tea, but you know. Forza is looking great, just as good as ever. It's incredible to see that the footage captured is in full engine. So the level of detail is insane. Like, look at that. Like, the detail in Forza is just getting better and better every year. And yeah, it's phenomenal. To think when you look at the first Forza games to now, how much the games have changed in terms of like visual fidelity. It's both sound. Look at the visuals. Like, the aesthetics look incredible. Like, it looks so realistic. It's amazing what graphics can do to a game. Forza has also been one of the top competitors of driving games as well, with the only exception being Sony's own Gran Turismo. So yeah, they've always been playing off each other for the best experience in terms of driving games, but or car racing games. We did get footage of Everwild. We did call that. It was kind of a given though, so can't really say that was well called for. Everyone pretty much expected to see footage of Everwild. Watching the trailer right now again, playing it back a bit. Yeah, Everwild was kind of expected. It looks gorgeous. They haven't really showed us really any gameplay footage, and that's my only concern. Without gameplay footage, like, how are we supposed to know what the game is really about? Well, granted, it's about looking after creatures and, you know, connecting spirits with the other realm. It'd still be nice just to be able to see exactly what the game is about, though. The trailer doesn't really do much justice, so we're kind of left guessing what the game is actually about. Don't get me wrong, it looks visually impressive, and I kind of feel like they're going for like the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild kind of angle. But yeah, I'd like to see gameplay footage. I just want to see what the game is actually like. It still looks pretty incredible, so yeah, we'll definitely be playing that one. This game had me confused. This is I keep saying it's like this game is kind of set in the Life is Strange kind of angle. I mean, it's from Don't Nod Entertainment, which they did Life is Strange, so that's no surprise there. Can't really think of the name though. Yeah, okay, yeah, I remember. This is the game where it's a transgender game. Two girls growing up, and then one of them becomes a man. That's why you see a lot of footage of two girls arguing and growing up together. I did hear about this quite a while back, but I just wasn't sure what the title was actually called. Everyone assumed it was going to be like a Life is Strange kind of story, but it's more like a coming of age story more than anything else, but tell me why, that's it. I can never think of the name. The first chapter is available next month. So it's interesting, we're also getting DLC for the Outer Worlds. I'm interested to know if it also comes to the Nintendo Switch version The Outer Worlds has been given to Private Division to work on the DLC while they work on a brand new title. So, what game are they working on? Survive the Island. Yeah, this game looks pretty incredible. The game they've been working on, it's like a Honey I Shrunk the Kids kind of game. Looks pretty fun. Looks pretty great. Grounded, that's what it's called. Looks pretty good. It's coming to preview next month, so it'd be pretty cool to check that out. Avowed looks pretty good. Avowed has kind of got the like Lord of the Rings almost feel to it. I thought it was a Lord of the Rings title at first, but guess I was wrong about that too. But it's definitely got a real cool vibe to it. It does feel actually not so much. Sorry, much Lord of the Rings, but it feels a little bit like Elder Scrolls. It feels a little bit like Skyrim. It's got that kind of Skyrim feel to it, particularly the combat. You're looking at the sword and the shield kind of thing. Like just looking at that footage there with the arrow flying in. It's got the very Elder Scrolls kind of feel to it. Yeah, there, see the sword and the call signs and all that. It feels very Elder Scrollsy. Looks pretty cool though. I'd be pretty keen to give it a go myself when that comes out in the next few months. This game doesn't look that interesting. You can see they're going for a dramatic angle. The cell shaded is like an interactive journey, but yeah, I don't really feel the vibe of that one. What's it called? The artwork looks pretty impressive, but it's from a little indie studio. But yeah, I don't think it'll be a game I'll play. As Dusk Falls, that's what it's called. There we go. It's pretty cool that they got Jack Black to work on Psychonauts 2. That's pretty cool. Excuse me. Yeah, sorry. Jack Black was playing Motive Light. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool they got him to sing the song. Pardon me, sorry. Destiny 2 coming to Game Pass. I think that was one of the biggest news stories out of the whole thing. Initially I was pretty upset because, you know, a lot of us players have been playing Destiny 2 on PC, and we've had to pay for all the expansion passes. And now for Microsoft to just come out and be like, yo, we're dropping it on Game Pass, you're getting all the DLCs. It's a little bit frustrating, to be honest. However, on the flip side of that, now they're bringing Beyond Light to it November 10th to the Game Pass on Series X, Xbox One, and Windows PC. Don't need to buy the new DLC. Be coming to Game Pass, so I can just get that now and play it there. But I think the thing is, I'm pretty sure I bought it. I bought it off Steam, not Game Pass. So I'm wondering if you're able to maybe add it to your Game Pass library and be able to play it for free on Game Pass. Who knows? I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work, but yeah, guess we'll see when it comes out. It's pretty cool that Stalker's got a sequel. One of my friends, Zach, he's been hanging out with Stalker for so long. So he'll be really excited. I'd be happy to tell him about Stalker 2 coming. The Stalker series is a pretty popular series. It was on PC. It hasn't had an entry in the game since who knows when. I'll look it up actually. Might as well. because I think the previous one was Shadows of Chernobyl. It's got a 10 out of 10 and a 5 out of 5 on Instant Gaming. 2007 it came out, so it's been a whopping 13 years since the Stalker title. That's pretty wild to think it's been 13 years since we've had a Stalker title. The surprising one is this title here, the Warhammer Darktide FPS. It's a bit strange that Warhammer's got FPS. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. That Warhammer's gone to the FPS route. Tetris Effect, that's pretty cool. We'll kind of just skip past that one. The glob thing looks pretty interesting, bit of fun for something different. I'm just going to gloss over that because we're running out of time. The medium, this one is incredible. Being able to have 2 different worlds at one time is a pretty awesome feat. Yeah. Plus it's both rendered in real time. That's pretty insane. Bit of a crazy thriller / horror. Dual reality gameplay, 2 worlds rendered simultaneously. It's pretty crazy. But probably I might play it, I'm not sure. I'm not really into horror games. I kind of don't like playing horror games. I like to play games for stories and experiences, and yeah, horror games can have really good like story experiences. But I'd rather enjoy the game and not be scared the whole time. So yeah, I probably would give it a miss. I'm not too sure. But I mean, if you guys really want me to play it, drop some comments in the comment section down below. Prince Errol has liked this theme. Thank you very much, Prince Errol. Appreciate it. If you guys want to see me play it, maybe follow the streams if we can get some certain likes and stuff, or do a poll and see if you guys want to like it on Facebook. Let me know. I could play the game in the future. Phantasy Star Online, that's kind of an old one. This is Crossfire X, I think this is. Yeah, Crossfire X looks pretty cool. It does say, however, like in Crossfire X, it does say the multiplayer is free to play, but the single player you have to pay for, which to me seems a little strange. Where does it say? It's like back there for a second. It pops up for like a split second. Like it's one of those blink and you'll miss it moments. I think it's gonna pop up now. Yeah, it's not gonna pop up. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. Pretty impressive. This one here is exactly the same trailer as Fable Legends that came out a few years ago, and instead they just announced it's exactly the same start of the trailer for Fable Legends, and then it just takes it like a detour, like a remaster or something. Yeah, that's literally shot for shot. And then they just call it Fable. So it's like they've reworked Fable Legends or something. But yeah, overall it was a good show overall. Got some solid lineups coming. Cannot wait to play them on Xbox Series X, PC or that. They do have some more titles coming. Destiny 2 coming to Game Pass is definitely a highlight for me. Same with Halo Infinite. Saying that most of these titles, because they're coming on PC, I don't see why I would get an Xbox Series X at launch. Hasn't been any really big titles that I'll be like, yep, I need to rush out and buy an Xbox Series X. Considering most of them are all just coming to PC anyway, so for me, I might hold off getting the Xbox Series X. I probably won't get it at launch. I might get it later down the track. and play most of these games on PC. Sad to say, but Microsoft's made it too easy to just get it on PC. So I guess it kind of just makes sense for me to get it on PC and not worry about the console. And that's where I think PlayStation might have an advantage, considering they're not releasing the titles on PC. So for me, I think that's where Sony might actually come in on top, despite all these amazing games that Xbox has announced. Yeah, it's going to be definitely an interesting launch, but yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitch, we're on Instagram and Snapchat. If you want to follow us on Facebook, that's where most of the gaming news comes out every single day. Don't forget to subscribe to us on Twitch and YouTube by hitting the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell icon. We got gaming news coming to you every Wednesday, and we have live streams every Saturday. It's 8 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time, and every Tuesday at 7 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time, both on Twitch and YouTube. Mixer for when it's finally gone, and on Facebook as well. We're going to leave it there. I'm finally going to go to bed because it's a crazy 3 in the morning, 3:20 in the morning at the moment. So I'm going to go get some rest. I'll catch you guys tomorrow night at this age, on Saturday, at 8 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time. We'll be there sharp, streaming as usual. This has been Charlie K. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you on the next level.